everyone. Can everyone hear me? Clearly? Because I don't have much. So. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hyman. I'm the postdoc fellow in the CSC in UNSW. So today I'm going to give a lecture about the Bluetooth security. So here's the roadmap of today's talk about Bluetooth security. First, I will give a brief introduction about the Bluetooth, and then what type of feature is Bluetooth technology have. Then we come to the security issue of the Bluetooth technology, and then we will today use one of the Bluetooth version, which is the Bluetooth Smart for the low energy, as a case study about if for the attacker how to hack into the Bluetooth network using the launch the packet sniff attack, and then it comes to the conclusion. So for the instruction, Bluetooth actually is like an open wireless protocol. I believe most of you have used Bluetooth before, right? To exchange data over a very short distance, maybe probably up to 5 to 10 meters from either fixed or mobile device, like headphone, the Bluetooth speaker, etc. So basically used for like headphone is for the voice transmission, and the Bluetooth speaker basically you transmit the data. So Bluetooth was like founded in the 1998, and it has a Bluetooth special interest group that was like a consortium founded by Ericsson, Intel, IBM, and those big companies in the world. And now more than 2,000 industrial organizations joined this special interest group to make the standard of Bluetooth and to develop the Bluetooth related device and application. So here comes, that is the brief introduction about what Bluetooth is, and then it comes to the feature of the Bluetooth. So basically the Bluetooth enabled device, as most of you have used, they can automatically locate each other, and like when you use the Bluetooth enabled device, you can search around what kind of Bluetooth devices available to connect, and then you can hook them up if you have a particular password and things like that. So those are very in a joy and live in a hot way. So like it's basically like you go to the technology shop, then you have the Bluetooth speaker for you to test the speaker's quality, and you can use your iPhone, to hook up with that Bluetooth speaker and then test with your favorite song about its quality, something like that. So basically like some temporary and random basis. So given any Bluetooth device, given any like Bluetooth, the Bluetooth device can only up to 8 Bluetooth devices can be leveled together in a master-slave relationship. Then usually this level is called a picolet. So in the picolet, there could be only one master to control and set up the network, and then 2 or more picolet, and then you can interconnect and form a scatternet. And there's only one master allowed, and a device cannot be a master for 2 picolet. However, the slave of 1 picolet can be a master for another picolet. So here comes the section 3 of my talk, which is the security issue the Bluetooth network can have. So basically, in the Bluetooth communication, those 3 are the most essential security issue that Bluetooth level should look into it. First is authenticity. It means that for any given Bluetooth device, it should be able to authenticate themselves, which means that they can verify that they are who they claim they are. So in this slide, you can see see those red text means that the corresponding attack that is against this security feature. Like for authenticity, if you said you have to verify you claim you are, then there is attack called the impersonalization attack. Means that I fake myself. I mean, the attacker fake himself as a legitimate device to launch a further attack, which is against the authenticity. So for confidentiality, means that the data has to be, only available to the intended device, instead of some other third party. So for this type of security feature, which means the packet splitting attack will be against this, which means I have to intercept as an unauthorized user to intercept the database supposed to. And the third property is authorization, which means that only the intended device can have access to the specific data and control. So this is basically like a combination of the first previous two, which means that it has the authenticity to prove who you are, then you are the intended device to access a particular data. So it's like a combination. So for this type of data, it's like a combination of the previous two. So in order to ensure those authenticity and confidentiality and authorization, so basically the one basic component in the security is about how to establish the key that so that you can use the key to encrypt the data to ensure the confidentiality, and at the same time maybe use the key to authenticate yourself. So here is a blueprint about how those keys are generated for those security operations. See, initially they have the PIN from the very beginning. They decided initialization that they have to share the same PIN, which is also the source of vulnerability of the system in terms of security. So they have go through several algorithm to generate the key in a different stage to use. For example, they go through the E2, which we will be discussing in this study later. I mean the algorithm to generate temporary key for using temporary key for authentication process, and then go for the E3, which is described the next slide actually, to get the possession key, which is for encryption process. So you can see the authentication process procedure is for the authenticity, encryption process is for the confidentiality. So for the authentication, usually like here, means that the Bluetooth device one as the payment, it has to be authenticate themselves to the verifier here. So as you can see, first of all, has to the verifier will generate a random number and send this random number to the device one, to the payment, and the payment use the E1 algorithm, which is a hash message authentication code operation. Then use this and use the temporary key that is generated from the previous line. This temporary key to do this, and use this temporary key and the random number and most importantly its Bluetooth address to generate the authentication code and send it to the Bluetooth device which is verified to verify whether it's the device is because the Bluetooth address is the ID of the device and it also has the legitimate temporary key, so that it's expected to have only him can generate the correct authentication response for the verifier to verify. Because both do the same algorithm, only if they match, then it is. If they don't, then it's also. So in here, we can see that here is the summary. So here we can see that for such process, all those information are public, which means that they are also known to the third party. If the attacker want to make himself as a payment, they can also have this information. The only secret part is the temporary key, which is how to say, as I will describe it as a single point of failure. If the attacker grab this temporary key, then he got all these public information. He can impersonate himself as whoever he wants. Which I will talk about later, how this temporary key can be grabbed. So here is the session key generation. This session key, different from the temporary key. Session key is used for the confidential. The temporary key is for authentication. So for this session key is like first, if two devices want to establish communication and use the key to encrypt the data, first they have to establish session key for this session. So first they have to exchange the address, and then generate a random number on their own side, and then do some hash operation here. This hash operation actually is a one-way operation, which means that if the attacker loaded, for example, he loaded KA, there's no way he can retrieve this string. He can only go this way. He cannot go the reverse way. So it has, whenever device can generate a random number, it concatenate with address and then do the hashing and get the KA and use KA, and then that is used for later to get the session here. So after the exchange address, they also with the temporary key that is used before and use the random number XOR with this temporary key and get the CA and pass the CA back here. Because the assumption is that because they share the same temporary key, so we use the XOR with the CA, you can get a random number that is generated by device A. And then use this random number and exchange address A before to retrieve the KA, which is here. So same is the same process for device A to get the KE. So the final key would be the KA XOR KE and get the session key that is used on the same key. After that, the temporary key will be erased, and on the subsequent communication, we will use the KA as the session key. So here is how the Bluetooth to ensure the authenticity and confidentiality using these two keys. But as you can see, that this has a significant vulnerability, which is the key that they have to assume that the temporary key, they have to share the temporary key at the beginning so that they can do this algorithm. And however, the temporary key, the source of the temporary key is not secure. So that's why this algorithm is not secure, which I will show later. So another mechanism, in particular for wireless network, is the channel hopping. And by channel hopping means that given any same frequency of, there will be multiple channels available for the wireless device to use. So like in the Bluetooth smart protocol, the Bluetooth special interest group have specified Bluetooth hopping, the channel hopping to increase the security. The reason to do that is that by doing the hopping to different channels or for each data packet, the attacker is not able to achieve the data by monitoring only one channel. So in order to, the special interest group expected that in order to attacker to intercept all the data packets for cracking, then they have to monitor all the channels, which increase the cost of the attacker. So for this channel hopping, basically like both computation will hop to a different line channel perfectly in the fixed channel hopping increment and the fixed interval. And also it has vulnerability for this channel hopping mechanism, which we will study in the later slides. So So here comes to the interesting part for this talk, which is if for the attacker, how the attacker can crack the mechanism I just mentioned before. So like a Bluetooth, because the channel hopping is unique for the Bluetooth low energy. So this Bluetooth low energy is introduced in 2010 and it's called Bluetooth 4.0 as well. So it has a new modulation and the link layer for low power devices. It's not compatible with the classic Bluetooth device. The high level protocol is reused. So they also use available in the high-end smartphone, sport and fitness device and door lock, and probably some upcoming medical device, but of course monitor. So in this talk, we will only focus on the link layer and the physical layer security only. The above three layers are also available in Y level. So I mean the way to crack those layers would be the same as those in the Y level. So back to the channel hopping. In the Bluetooth, because he also used the 2.4 GHz, so in total there are 40 available channels available for the communicating party to hop. So basically there are two phases of communication. First is advertising, which means that before the device is hooked up with another, they have to periodically advertise themselves. So there would be 3 channels available for the advertisement, and then there was later when the both communicating parties hook up together, then they start transmitting data. Then the rest of the 37 channels will be available for data to hop. So one of the noticeable observation is that you hop along the 37 channel and also 1 data packet per channel. So basically, you go through the round robin manner, which means that if you go beyond the 37, then you go back to the channel 1. Then so the last channel is always the current channel plus the hop increment, which means every time, like how many channels you jump every hop. So mode 37 get the remainder and then get the number of last channel. And also there will be something called a hop interval, which is the time between each hop. It's usually neither duration when both communication parties stay in the same channel. It's basically equal to, not necessarily equal to like 1 round trip time for the send 1 packet and get the allotment, and then pass the channel switching latency. But it's not always the same, of course. If otherwise it's easy to guess. The communicating party can have the freedom to set this hop interval free. So here is an example about how they hop. Like if, for example, if we hop from channel 3 after, and the channel increment is 7. So after the 31, if hop 7 and 38, then both 37 come back to the channel 1 and etc. Here is for each data, what it would be included into each data packet. So first it would be 1 byte of the envelope, and then 4 byte of access address, and then 2 to 39 packet data unit, which is the actual payload, and then come to the cylinder redundancy check, which is used to check whether this packet is complete. So in the PGU there are two bytes of packet and actual payload is 37, up to 37 bytes. And so in this packet, only the EDU will be encrypted, which means that using the session key we talked about before to encrypt it. So the packet sleeve is also used to provide the confidentiality of that. So here is the previous algorithm is called the AES CCM algorithm, but as you can see, the key exchange protocol is very weak because we relies on temporary key to be shared, which is very easy. Okay. So for the configuration of the attacker, first it has set the modulation parameter to match the PTLD, like the same frequency, and then tune to the forward channel to intercept the packet. Maybe just one or two particular channels. It doesn't have to monitor all the channels. So basically what the attacker needs to know is all this information. One is hop for hop channel hopping. One is a hop increment, which is like for each hopping, how many channels it has increment to hop. The second is hop interval, like how long both communication parties will stay in one channel for communication. And both can be either split from the collection party, which is this is the easy way, or the other that is usually in the advertisement stage, so that both communication parties can agree on those information, so that they know how to hop. That is easy way for the attacker. But here we assume that the attacker missed this advertisement phase when it comes to the data communication stage. Then still attacker is really use some mathematical technique to recover in the promiscuous mode. So what information do we need in here is that the access address is for the attacker to identify whether this packet is to our interest. And the other is the PDU, which is actual payload, and the channel information, so that the attacker will know for this day for both communication parties how are they going to send the data in which channel. So for the access address, for the advertising phase is always fixed as this one, and for the collection phase, which means that after they establish collection and exchange the actual data, it will be the actual device address. And the channel information will be have like hop interval and hop increment, like we mentioned before. So where to get this information is the connection packet. This connection packet actually exchanged in the advertisement phase. When both devices try to hook up with each other, they have to come to agree with like how long the hop interval is and how many channels to hop in the hop increment. Also, the access address is in the exchange in the advertisement stage as well. So it's easy if you get to sniff this star packet, which is collection packet. So here comes the question. This advertisement space is very short. So 90% of the time, the attacker will miss this phase and miss the collection packet. So what to do now? Then in that case, if both communication parties start to exchange packet, it can capture a number. Then the attacker need to capture a number of data packets to perform the pattern search to recover those information. So it's then easily done. So in here, first we talk about how to recover the access address, so that the attacker at least know whether this packet is to my interest. So for this, if for the attacker get to a packet, what the attacker has is a sys of bit. However, there's one thing the attacker will know from the beginning is the preamble. The preamble is used to indicate as the beginning of the packet, so it's always a fixed pattern. So what the attacker do with this huge number of bits in the data is, what we want is to do a pattern search in the bits you got to see if any A of bits match this pattern. Do a pattern search using Y# to get the data and then do a pattern search. If we get to the pattern search, then this one probably is a preamble. So if we got to the preamble, then according to this data format, after 1 byte of preamble, the next 4 bytes will be the access address. And remember, the access address is not encrypted, so they are sending free, so the attacker can just simply count 32 bits after this preamble, to get the access address. After that, then after 132-bit, then comes with the PDU. Then it's easy to get the access address. But here comes the question: is a preamble is match this pattern, but every pattern is not always a preamble. So in order for the attacker, if he wish to filter those false positive, then he can use the CRC, which to verify whether the packet he got, whether the pattern search he got is the actual preamble. Because here the CRC here is to ensure that the previous data are sent in correct format. So what the attacker will do is use the preamble, get the preamble 1 byte, and then access address 4 byte, and then get the PDU. You will count the number of bytes to get to the CRC, and then use those 3 bytes as a CRC to check if the previous data match with the CRC calculation. So if the CRC pass in the attacker's view, then this access address is correct, and that particular pattern for the preamble is actual preamble, not some false positive. Otherwise, it's false positive. Any question so far? No? So after the attacker is able to retrieve the access address, so he can determine whether this packet is to his interest, because he want to monitor the data for any particular devices. So if there is, for instance, then the attacker can launch the second stage of attack, which is to crack the channel hop. So for this, first of all, you need to recover the hop interval, which is like how long both communication parties stay in the same channel to communicate. So one important observation here is the number of the channels available for Bluetooth Smart to hop on is 37 in the data channel. So 37 is a prime. So what the attacker will do is very easy. Just sit on any particular data channel and get one data packet, and then wait until he gets to the second consecutive packet and measure the time difference between these 2 packets they receive. And then divide it by 37, bang, is the hop interval. Because 37 is a prime, so in order for both communication parties hop back to the same channel, it has to hop 37 times. So you measure the time difference for 2 data packets, consecutive data packets in the same channel, and divide it by 37 would be the hop interval, like how long it takes to hop once. For the hop increment, it might be a little bit tricky. The hop increment is like, for each hopping, like how many channels it has hopped through. Like, as the previous example I gave you, like hop from the channel 3 hop every 7 channels, and that is 7 channels is the hop increment, right? So for this, the attacker needs to monitor at least 2 channels to get to the hop increment. So first of all, the attacker, like for example, start from the data channel 0, you observe the data channel 0 and get the one data packet, and then jump to the next channel 1, and then get the second packet from channel 1. Then also measure the time difference. Because below the hop interval from the previous slide before, so we can calculate actually how many channels has been hopped between channel 0 and channel 1. Use the time difference here, divided by the hop interval we got before, then we got the number of the channel hop have been hopped. So after that, there will be some mathematical computation here. So the hop increment is what the attacker would like to know. Multiplied by number of hop having occurred, like the channel hop, like number of hops. Actually, it's like because from channel 0 to channel 1, there's one channel difference. So this is if we move 37, the remainder will be 1. So here, if we remove this part here, it will become like that. And the attacker can use the mathematical theorem, which is for any pi number here, for any pi number p, if the number a power p minus 1 is always minus 1, will be always a multiple of p. So here is if we use the formula, the theorem here for this would be similar like P is like 27 minus 1. So this part is this part. Is this part. And also here, because this channel hop, this is channel hop, this is channel hop. So we move this part to here. So this becomes minus 2. And this part here is gone. We move this part here, so it's minus 2. So this channel hop is from the calculation the attacker has before. So power 37 minus 2, and then this is mode 37 and become a hop increment. So here comes the hop. So here comes the hop increment that is available to the attacker. Any question on this part? The math? No? Okay. So what the attacker has now is neither, as I suggest, using the PMO and CRC, hop interval by monitoring for one channel, hop increment by monitoring 2 channels. So basically, that's the information the attacker has. So basically with the hop interval, hop increment known, the channel hopping mechanism is totally cracked already, because the attacker can just jump as the communicating party, as the way it's it doesn't have to monitor all the data channels. So the maximum data channel it monitor in the entire process only 2 instead of 37. So after this, there's still one thing remain uncracked, which is this part. This part is encrypted using the mechanism I mentioned before, like remember the temporary key and the session key before. So for those keys, there are currently in the Bluetooth, there are 3 of these parallel methods, just 4, 6 digits, something. But even the Bluetooth calls back, and it has already key statement here. None of these key parallel methods provide the best eavesdropper. So here comes to remember the temporary key that is used for authentication before. Here is the formula to generate the temporary key. So the green one is transmitted in public in plain text, so they are all known to either the legitimate party or the attacker. The red one is expected to be only known to the legitimate communicating party in the Bluetooth technology instead of the third party. So as you can see, the temporary key is expected to be only known to the communicating party so that they can authenticate themselves. If someone else knows the same key, then can impersonate that device. And the ping is how to say, the slide in the previous, at the very beginning, remember there's a flow from the beginning, how to come to temporary key and come to session key, and that ping is. So is the attacker want to know. Actually, it's really easy to know. For some of for the previous slide, yes, you can see those three. The 6-digit pin has what? Has the pin is the range integer from 0 to 99999. So how many times try there? Just 10,000. How much? 100,000 million. And the worst case, in the just world, this ping is always 0. So it's public. The ping is public. It's known. So total time to crack this, you can get is less than a second. Because the ping is known. Some of the ping is known. Even for the 6 nines, with the supercomputer, it's very easy to crack. So with the ping, you can know the temporary key, use the temporary key, you can know the session key, because the mechanism is perfect. So every key is known, so the attacker can learn how the key is even easier than cracking the channel hopping. With the channel hopping, you still need some math to do to get the hop increment. So the attacker insert the packet into the network with the session key. Here come to the conclusion of this talk. So Bluetooth has some security mechanism, but it's not secure at all. There exist loopholes everywhere, and they are easy to exploit. So security in Bluetooth is yet to improve, but unfortunately, until now, not very effective countermeasure has been used in the Bluetooth security. Any question? I hope my talk won't scare you or using the Bluetooth. Any question? Yeah.
We think that all the data package has CRC, and also if we want to get out the semantic key, we need a CRC to improve it. What if we don't use the CRC, we sacrifice the integrity of the data part and the higher execution time?
But yes, you can do that. But what if the packet is wrong? How can the receiver load?
Yeah, well, maybe for some applications don't care about the data integrity.
You can do that, but for that case, then the performance of the Bluetooth is not reliable. I mean, the communication is not reliable because when we receive a contact without CRC, then you know the packet
Yeah, could be
could be good or bad.
Yeah, could be bad.
Could be bad. CRC one is just for you to when intercepting probably the access address, but the channel hopping mechanism is really, how to say, tricky to get that, but still it's easy. Right? Any other question? Yeah.
All the applications of Bluetooth at the moment are very low security. I mean, I wouldn't mind if someone was listening to the music that I was Bluetooth to my headphones and it's what, a 10-meter radius?
Well, depends. I mean, what if you use the Bluetooth earphone? I mean, to pick up the call. Then
Yeah, but
then
anyone
your
with a 10-meter radius is probably
conversation.
going to be able to hear what I'm saying anyway.
Well, maybe some, how to say, Barack Obama, probably use testing. If you use the Bluetooth earphone to communicate, then this conversation may be iPad.
Passwords on a keyboard. Passwords on your keyboard.
Password on the keyboard is, I think it's another
That's a good point.
thing. Password on the keyboard is now usually the online application they don't recommend you use the keyboard to type in the password. Yeah, they recommend you use a mouse. There will be a virtual keyboard on the screen, and you use a mouse to click on the virtual keyboard instead of using your physical keyboard to type in the password. That is something, I think it's something like Session thing. Yeah, he did bring a good point. Well, it depends on what application the Bluetooth support. I mean, if it's like supporting the phone conversations, then probably it can be whitehead using this method.
Yeah, the password on the Bluetooth keyboard makes a lot of sense. As a potential vulnerability.
Yes, that presents the Bluetooth keyboard. So that's why they now use the virtual keyboard. They use the mouse.
So who does that? I don't use the virtual keyboard, but I do use the Bluetooth keyboard.
Now, if you use the online banking application now on the computer, you use instead asking you to type the password on the keyboard, you use
Right, but my master password for the last pass, I tap on my keyboard. You go.
and also any other question? Well, okay, if no other question, then here's today's course. And also, wait a sec, there would be some quiz available in on the course website in the academy. You guys can log on this. Oh, sorry. So you guys can log on this to have a look at the quiz. You see, but I just want to check. So if there's no any further question, then the class is dismissed today.
We don't have access to it. There is Sanjay Python posted it. It's Echo 360. Echo 360. Really, Echo Yeah.
选的 BC 转过来。没了。我跟你讲，这题肯定是不表情，这个圈儿来是错的，因为你选的 BC 刚才。是不是对？你选的 BC，那么 BC 错了，选的 A 是。我俩这题都得写，对啊，那就是一个，然后下面问，就是一是 B， 是 A， 是 C。我知道不管 C 肯定要这个。这样的，你会帮我。第三张。来，你再看，判断题。对，都是错。我也给第一题。 你测不出来发福是吧？这碰哪儿了？